Good morning, if it's morning when you're watching this. Hello. I hope you're well. My name's Andrew Hall. What are we talking about today? This is going to be a happy show. This is a happy show. I just wanted to open it up. Life begins when you stand up to Christian fascists. Godless. Amen to you, brother. That is good for you. We're talking about Jordan Peterson today. As many of you may know, that as a satirist, as a person who writes satire on the web, Jordan Peterson has been a target whenever he pops up in the zeitgeist. And today, he popped up. He's popped up because he has decided that he is the arbiter of what is pretty and what is not pretty. So here's the tweet. Here is the tweet from Dr. Jordan B. Peterson. And this is concerning Ms. Yumi Nu. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. She is the new cover girl for Sports Illustrated. And Jordan Peterson felt he had to weigh in on the issue. Sorry, not beautiful. And no amount of authoritarian tolerance is going to change that. I think if you're Jordan Peterson, do you know who Jordan Peterson is? Because if this is your first pass at Jordan Peterson, I have a few videos that I think you would be you would like to see, maybe just to give you an overview, a quick one about who Dr. Jordan Peterson is. Let's see if I can do this correctly, everyone.
True in a very strange way. It's true in that it provides the basis for truth itself. And so it's like a meta-truth. Without it, there couldn't even be the possibility of truth. And so maybe that's the most true thing. The most true thing isn't some truth per se, it's that which provides the precondition for all judgments of truth. I can't see any holes in that argument. And I can't see any holes in it from a scientific perspective either, because I think we do know well enough now as scientists that the problem of deriving ethical direction from the collection of facts is an intractable problem. There's too many facts. There's an infinite number of facts. They do not provide an unerring guide for action. They can't. There's too many of them. They have to be prioritized. And as soon as they are prioritized, well, then you're in the ethical domain.
Okay, so that's basically presuppositionalist claptrap 101. If you've been on the internet, skeptic, atheist, YouTube channels, you've developed a smell, so that you can smell out the crap. That the Bible, that God, it's the truth, it's the grounding of all being. It's the ground of all being. You cannot have any being without God. So, and I don't know if you saw this debate or this discussion between Matt Dilahaunty and Jordan Peterson. Here in this clip, Matt Dilahaunty does what he does basically on the atheist experience and just deconstructs really bad arguments. And here. And if you haven't, you should see, I don't want to shit you, everyone, but if you haven't seen the full discussion, I think it's only a half an hour or 40 minutes. If you haven't seen the full discussion between Peterson and Dilahaunty, this is from a few years ago, then it is well worth your time. Check this out.
And I know I'm wrong, but I'm trying to, for years I had this thing going where people would say, oh, and this is kind of what we're getting at from a different angle. I would say they would be afraid of what we would lose if we lost religion. And I basically said, demonstrate to me any benefit.
Oh, you'd lose art and poetry and drama and narrative and story.
Are there no godless artists and poets?
Well, there are artists and poets who think they're godless.
So we might have crossed over into a problem area because
no doubt.
I can't draw for crap, although I do draw during the show. But one of the individuals who came to the show the other night handed me something that she had spent a great deal of time drawing. She's a wonderful artist. I'm very grateful to get. while I pretend to read minds on stage, I constantly acknowledge that I can't actually read minds. So I can't tell you whether or not she actually believes in a God, but I can tell you that I actually don't believe in a God, and I could write
But you act
poetry.
like you do.
Huh?
But you act like you do. That's why you didn't
I
want to throw
act
poor
like-
Sam off the stage.
No, now you're making a claim. Okay, so I'm telling you I don't believe there's a God. And
Yeah.
your response to that is, I really do, because I have a moral sense. But my moral sense is utterly without any appeal to a God.
Wrong button. So if you didn't hear all that, I'm sorry. Jordan Peterson gives that canard the trope that, hey, if you have a moral sense, then you have to believe in a God at some level that you may not even be aware of. And you may have heard this before. It's like, oh, you're such a good person. You need to believe in God. Even you obviously believe in God, even though you say that you don't. And that's one of Peterson's classic lines right there. And Dilahaunty just, politely, nicely, kindly just tears that argument apart. BigZebra.com says, I'm just going to break into the comments here. My morals are not from God or Walmart. Well said. Well said. So, 420 says, I love that debate or discussion. Not a huge Dilahaunty fan, but he smashed Peterson. It's the thing is about these really bad arguments is that when they are just, what did Hitch say? He didn't create this statement, but if sunlight is the best disinfectant, right? You expose these crappy ideas, and you just see that Peterson is just an idiot with a large vocabulary. That's all. All right, let's get into how Jordan Peterson is quitting Twitter. So, just a quick review. He went on Twitter and he decided to mouth off about the new cover model here on Sports Illustrated. And now yes, everyone, links in the description below. Jordan Peterson quits Twitter over insults over criticizing a woman's body. It's almost as if Peterson doesn't understand that if you shoot your mouth off on Twitter, things are going to happen. In a series of tweets, Peterson explains that he will be departing Twitter once again and will soon write an article explaining further issues he has with the platform. I recently stopped accessing Twitter for 3 weeks as an experiment. I had some of my staff post video links, etc. It was a genuine relief. I started to read and write more. I started using again a few days ago, and I would say that my life got worse again almost instantly, Peterson wrote. Such a shame. The endless flood of vicious insults is not really something that that can't be experienced anywhere else. I like to follow people, I know, but I think the incentive structure of the platform makes it intrinsically and dangerously insane. So I told my staff to change my password to keep me from temptation, and am departing once again. If I have something to say, I'll write an article or make a video. If the issue is not important enough to justify that, then perhaps it would be just to let it go. In another tweet, Peterson says he plans to write an article on the technical reasons why Twitter is maddening, yada, yada. Despite leaving the goodbye message, Peterson continued to tweet several more times, including retweeting the controversial profile Libs of TikTok, an account accused of posting content designed to vilify the LGBTQ plus community on 3 occasions. Hours before he announced he was leaving, Peterson was highly criticized over his tweet about New, who became the first Asian American plus-size model to feature on the cover of Sports Illustrated. Do you want to see some of the roasts of Peterson? So what some of the comments are about Jordan Peterson on Twitter after his idiotic tweet. Let's take a look at a few of them. The baller of the first sin. I'm mostly sick of seeing Jordan Peterson stuff, but the post everyone is talking about today is funny because it seems like he tried jacking off to the cover photo and failed and tried to make it a political issue. Sick burn right there. And how's this one? Jordan Peterson. There he is constructing his own little, pillow tent maybe, and he's creating all the monsters, and it's white genocide and cultural Marxism, and there he is howling about it. And I don't know who Zay Squirrel is, but well done, Squirrel. Jesus, Jordan Peterson becomes more of a twat each week. By the way, that's not what authoritarian means. Any body positivity is a tolerance. It's a celebration of aesthetic difference and the beauty of the human body in spite of our prejudices. Well said, Nomad. And here's the last, maybe the sickest of the sick burns of Jordan Peterson. Jordan Peterson looks like his job is stealing blood from hospitals for Dracula. Oof. Oh, harsh and hilarious. He is definitely getting worse, Marmaduke Scarlet. I see your comment in there. Look, everyone, we can talk about this some more in the after party after show. I hope to put a smile on your face this morning, right? A lot of the stories that we cover normally can be very anxiety provoking, angry, gets the angers. But this was, I think, a fun little jaunt into what kind of person Jordan Peterson is. No ads on the channel. If you can't support it financially, then just tell people about it. Like the video, subscribe. You know the deal. You've been on YouTube before. If you're watching on Twitter, hit a like, maybe retweet, or come join us. Actually, Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. We're doing the after party after show, which is from 8:15 till about 9:15, because sometimes I have to work. I'm working like full time, and so I might have to leave a little bit before 9:15. So take care, everyone. I'm going to drop a cat video, and then I'm going to throw a thank you video down. And then, like I said, if I don't see you at 8:15, maybe I'll see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. Take care. Bye.
Can't even feel this. Oh, holy shit. Bippity boppity. Give me the hoppity. Scurry. Ooh, time to hide under the chair.